Alright, today we're going to be taking a look at Matchbox Moving Parts Mix 8 for 2024. We have 4 brand new castings and 4 brand new recolors to take a look at here. So this mix is really double the size of the last mix, though I think I passed on a few from the last mix. But whatever, we're going to take a look at all of them out of Mix 8 today. All 8 cars. There is 1 each per case. So we'll start out here with the Morph Miner, which has the real rider tires on the artwork, but has the mainline tires on the model. Well, those are the old disc real riders, not the new ones, because the new ones are more styled after that with the smaller hub. But yeah, let's take a look at the Morph Miner. So this one's probably gonna match the hardtop version from, I think, the 5-pack or some multi-pack. Look at that, the metallic red is gorgeous. Matchbox has been on top of their colors lately. Headlights look good. Got chrome trim around the front grille there on that header panel. Got your marker lights down below there, and you got your front bumper, part of the base. There's your simple disc rims. MkIII on the plate. Miner 1000. Taillights. Interior looking very nice. And there's your engine bay. It is detailed. I don't remember if other versions of it were. I think there was only one other, which was the anniversary edition. Yeah, look at that, nice and detailed. That is an awesome release. Mark that there. Next up, we have the third color of the Volkswagen Golf Mark III. At least third in line, because there is a fourth now. We had the first edition in red, second edition in a teal. This is the third one in blue, and I think it just came out, the Mattel Creations Harlequin edition, which is a super cool idea, but the grainy decals kind of ruin it. But we don't have to worry about that on this one because it does not get any grainy details. The entire body is paint, unlike the Harlequin version, and at least the Mattel Harlequin version. And the decals are actually regular decals. They're not the grainy, ugly ones. Volkswagen badge. I love the headlight details on this one. I think I've mentioned that before. You got your markers down below there. It's got the larger 6 spokes, which are okay. I mean, this casting's kind of big. Wish it wasn't. And this tailgate fits like a Tesla tailgate. Taillights look really good, though. And Volkswagen Golf on the license plate, of course. And your Volkswagen badge. Dual exhaust. Very cool. But yeah, this thing is massive. It looks more like a Passat wagon than a Golf. But that generation of Golf is very popular. Probably one of my favorites. So I'm not gonna complain about having not gonna complain about having representation of it. I think the representation could be better. Oh, I didn't even show the model. I'm already ripping into it. Oh well, it's the Range Rover Evoque CrossCab. Yeah, reference to the Nissan Murano. I hope Matchbox does that. That'll be amazing. The Murano CrossCab. Range Rover on the hood. Headlights look really good. You got your markers and your lower grills. Wow, this thing's like pretty dusty. Got your vents up top there that come up from the interior. The window piece is almost completely black. I mean, it's just a little clear, but not really. Taillights look good. Range Rover across the back there. Land Rover emblem. This casting's been released many times now. I think this is the 4th or 5th version. So we have a red one, a white one, a beige one, and this one now, I think. I almost thought we had one in this color, a dark blue like that, but I don't think we did. This one's easier to follow. This is the second release of the 2024 Blazer EV. One of my, ironically, one of my favorite castings of last year, even though I hate the real car. But I think the Matchbox casting is so well done, it deserved some praise. Because it definitely is an intricate vehicle to design. It's definitely not a boring car. It's just not a good looking car. And it's also a modern GM product. Classic GM products. Hello. Ooh, great. But the modern stuff kind of doesn't have any sort of lust to it. But here we go. Here is your Blazer EV. I'm wondering if the Equinox EV is coming soon, because Matchbox has been all about the EVs lately. RS on the front trim piece. I almost want to say grill. It does have like vents here, probably for air cooling the electric system, which most of the electric vehicles and even a lot of hybrids are quote unquote air cooled to cool the powertrains. There's a lot of different vents and stuff. I know the Kia Niros, here's a good example. I don't know if I've talked about this before. The quarter panel and the cell panel has a plastic cover on it because there's a wind channel that goes through the gap between the rear door, goes right through it and then exits out near the tailgate. It's pretty interesting. You'd have to look at it in person to see it, but yeah, that's a little wind channel there. Some would think for aerodynamics. I think it's to cool the electric powertrain because there's got to be some vents within that quarter panel. But then, of course, it comes out the other side for aerodynamics. So it's not producing all this drag while cooling the engine, which is kind of smart. I mean, Kia's not stupid. They just, the quality of their products. But on the other hand, I've never seen a Kia or a Hyundai with panel issues, panel gaps. Their OEM panels are always stamped and cut pristinely. Like, it's amazing. It's almost Volvo quality. It is Volvo quality. Volvo, Lexus, they're all cut very nice. Toyota, Subaru's sometimes. The plastic on Subaru's is a little rough, but the metal is normally good. But Kias all the way around are actually very nicely sculpted, and I don't know how they do it, but it's nice. They definitely know how to build a car. It's just the quality of parts that they use is kind of iffy sometimes. Seizing motors. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. Blazer EV. The E is blue. If you didn't know it was an EV by the name. You get tail lights looking good. Chevy badge on the back here. It's definitely not as stunning in red, even though I do prefer blue most of the time. It definitely looks better in red. Yeah, there's your electric powertrain. I don't know why this never got a frunk. Be cool if it did, but oh well. There's your Blazer. Now, new castings. We'll start here with the Opel Mokka. Yeah, very interesting name. I think the first generation Opel Mokka was the Buick Encore here in the US. If I'm getting that right. I get the Encore and the Enclave mixed up. I think it's the Encore is the tiny one. And that was your first generation Opel Mokka. The second gen here is, I think, its own thing, at least for right now, unless Buick gets any ideas. For now, I think it's its own thing. But Buick does tend to steal Opels. They've been doing that pretty frequently the past 5-6 years, even before that. But yeah, here, the second gen Opel Mokka. I don't know anything else about the car other than, yeah, that's the Buick Encore. Pretty interesting looking. I explained how I thought this was supposed to be the Dodge Hornet and how ugly it looks. And yeah, when I still see it, that silhouette, it reminds me of the Dodge Hornet. And I'm like, well, that's a terrible representation of the Dodge Hornet. Well, it isn't a Dodge Hornet or an Alfa Romeo Tonale. It's its own thing. And so I don't really know how it's supposed to look. I mean, I've seen photos online, but seeing it in person is a whole different ball game. I know that there is electric versions, and I'm kind of surprised this isn't. And I think this does have an engine under there. Yeah, that looks like a combustion engine. At least the cover of a combustion engine. I don't know. There is gas and electric variants. I don't know what this one is. I tried doing research. This looks like the gas version. Sometimes Matchbox gets things confused, but they don't specify that it's a electric, so I'm going to say it's the gas one. Opal on the grill, or if it's not electric, or if it is electric, that's not a grill. Headlights look good. It does have vents down here though, and you got your side markers. Taillights look good, very good. I like how they kind of stand out. Very, very cool. A lot of cars are like that now with the rounded taillights. Mocha on the back here, is that like a crack in the paint? That's from the packaging, but no, it's hair. It's like fuzz or something. Got your rear reflectors, and of course all the cladding here is one piece from the interior, I assume, because the base is gray, the cladding is black. And yeah, that is the Opal Mocha. Pretty cool. I like the color, actually. Like a lighter metallic green. You don't see this very often. This is kind of giving me Golden Age vibes because they did a few cars in this color. I think the Porsche 911. They did the Volkswagen Golf. Actually, that's really what it reminds me of. The Golf GTI from the Golden Age with the smaller six spokes, not those large ones. And a metallic green similar to this. I think it was metallic green. Moving on, we have the Nissan Townstar, which is a yeah, we're just going full on the rebadges today. This is a rebadged Opal, no, Renault Twingo, or not Twingo, definitely not the Twingo, Kangoo. This is a rebadged Renault Kangoo. And while we talked about rebadges, the Honda Prologue shares the same platform as that. I hope to see a Honda Prologue from Matchbox. That'd be cool if they do it. Maybe next year. But yeah, here's the Nissan Townstar. So it's cool that they gave us the Renault Kangoo in the main line, and now we got a, you know, instead of just doing another Kangoo with opening parts, they just did the Nissan variant. Now this is not sold in the US. This is a European exclusive vehicle. They don't even get these in Japan, which is weird because they get the Renault Kangoos in Japan, but there's tons of different Nissan NVs to take the spot for this. There's no reason Nissan needs this in their lineup in Japan. But here's the first release. Not my totally desirable first release of this casting. Dry cleaning. I don't see any vans ever advertising dry cleaning, so it's not something I can really relate to here. But casting looks, unless that's a different thing in Europe, which I could be totally surprised that Europe has a big thing for dry cleaning. There is a laundromat down the street from my house, but they do not have a van. Headlights look good. This one gets the grainy front details, but not the side details, which is weird. Nissan emblem, the brand new Nissan emblem on the front grille there. And of course, this is gasoline, if you're wondering. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 6 p.m. Dry cleaning, laundry, free pickup and delivery. That's kind of crazy. Diecast collectors save 20%. Love that. Tidy clothes make for a tidy life. Oh, very cool. Is the other side the same? Yeah. Pretty much the same. And this one gets double sliding rear doors. Now, I heard awful things about these doors falling off, so let's see. Yeah, okay, yep, there we go. Not as sophisticated as those Tomica Caravan doors, are they? They seem like the track there is designed very similar to the Tomica ones, but I don't know why it's so loose in there. The Tomica ones fit so tight, and I've actually broken some. They fit so tight in there. Unless they fix this, I've seen people say that they've... Diecast Car Guru told me his fell off. I saw another guy posting them, like, twisted completely 180 degrees flat. And he's like, hey, it's got Koenigsegg doors. Mine seem like they're holding. I don't know if there was a fix on them. Mine don't seem like they're falling out of here. I mean, they kind of do that. And maybe if I want to entertain that, I can get it to purposely fall out of there. But I'm not seeing them fall out on their own. Did I do anything wrong? I just opened them. So maybe they fixed the issue. Maybe some of them were defected. Maybe like those little pins in there weren't fully molded or something. on the first batch of these. I don't know. But look at that. They snap into place. They're not falling out anywhere. I mean, they look kind of goofy, but I don't know. But so that did not go as awful as I thought it was gonna. I love how heavy this casting is, and it is kind of long, like a van should be. Pretty much a Nissan Transit Connect type deal. Okay, so that wasn't as disappointing as I expected. I must have got a good one. Or they fixed them. That's the only thing that could be. Either everyone else's was defective, or they fixed the issue. All right, the Porsche here and the Roadmaster are my star new castings. They both happen to be wagons. Well, I love this one. This release, it's a little bright and the dry clean doesn't make sense to me. But I love the fact they did a Nissan Town Star, and I love that the doors slide open, and I like it a little better now that I know that they don't fall off. But in terms of release and casting, these two are heavy hitters. The Porsche Taycan GTS Sport Turismo. I've seen one of these in person. They're gorgeous. It was silver with gold rims. Awesome spec. Coming from a Subaru guy. Coming from a Subaru owner, if you got gold rims, I approve. But yeah, I love a wagon. I mean, they call it a Sport Turismo. Yeah, whatever that means. It's a wagon, or at least a hatchback, a hot hatch, a literal hot hatch. It's electric. It's a Taycan. It's cool. Love the Porsche Taycan. I love the wagon version of the Porsche Taycan. This is pretty much a Audi e-tron rebadge. Wow, we're just okay. Well, wait until we get to this one. I'm sure we all know what that's a rebadge of. But we got the 4 new castings here are all rebadged vehicles of. Well, I mean this one's the original. The Buick's the rebadge, but the original's the Kangoo. The original here is the Audi, I believe. Either the Audi came first or they both came out at the same time. And then, of course, the Chevy is the original here. Yeah, back when Buick was good and actually made cars in-house. I mean, even though it was a Chevy. But here we go. It's Porsche Taycan. Well, and that might have came out at the same time as the Chevy too. But it's still technically a rebadge because I count the Chevys first because it's the main brand. Headlights look really good here. You got the Porsche logo up front. Love the red. Love the black multi-spokes. This release is perfect. Taycan GT3 or GTS. Porsche across the back and the blackout paneling under the taillights. Looks very good. There's your rear diffuser. Part of the below. Well, the diffuser, yes, is part of the base, but the trim is part of the interior again. What? Or is it? No, it isn't. That's all one piece. Never mind. What am I looking at? Nothing. Yeah, okay, so the whole rear end here is plastic. Running boards are plastic. But that's okay. It gives the color break. You know, I'm not too worried about that. Actually, I don't know why it sounds like I'm complaining, because I'm not. Got the clear roof, which I love that they did, instead of doing what the Honda E did or the Tomica Tesla Model 3. I love that it's got the clear roof, but they smoked the inside of it to make it look like, I don't know, the covers over it or something. And of course it gets opening doors, which again I think are the most useless. You know, yeah, you get a better view of the interior, but what do I need opening doors on this one? Got the little wing off the back tailgate there. Yeah, so cool. So cool. Love the Taycan Sport Turismo. Much better than the sedan. I don't know why I like it better than the sedan. Well, it's because it's a wagon. Wagons are cool. Speaking of cool wagons, the 1992 Buick Roadmaster Estate. So, of course, this is a Chevy Caprice wagon underneath. And like I said, they got the Chevy Caprice in the main line, and now we got a Buick Roadmaster in moving parts. Well, the Caprice is a sedan, but still. And then there is a Oldsmobile version called the Custom Cruiser, which obviously is a carry-on from the Vista Cruiser, which the real ones are probably the rarest of the platform. But yeah, this is awesome. But I hate the fact that it's got opening doors. That is the downfall of this casting, because I think it should have gotten a opening tailgate, being a wagon. And I don't know, this one too maybe, but this one specifically, it's boxy. It would make a perfect. There's no weird edges that they would have to create. I mean, this one maybe there's some sharper edges there. It wouldn't look right if they did an opening trunk. You know, like this one, it's pretty smooth. You know, I'm sure this should be a little sharper, but whatever. I think this one should have gotten an opening tailgate. But anyhow, headlight details, Buick across the front there. And this one gets grainy front decals and regular side details. And rear details. Why? Why? Buick across the plate. So yeah, look. The front end is grainy, and then it just... There you go. This is how it should look. We're not going to do it like... We're not going to do the whole thing like this, but this is how it should look, and it's much better like this, but we're going to... I hate it. Why? There was no point in doing the front ones grainy, was there? What is it, the inkjet? I don't care what it is. It's awful. It's awful. The worst decision Mattel had ever made. The Disney car collectors didn't even like it. And let's give it to the diecast collectors who wanted accurate representation of the rear vehicle. What is this? Looks like it was like what's that artwork style where you just put a bunch of dots and you make a tree or something. That's what it is. Here's a bunch of dots. It's supposed to be a headlight. Anyway, love the blue interior. GMs of this era had a very, very, very fine love for blue interiors, and especially like blue wool, trying to be like the Japanese brands. Like Toyota Centuries had like blue wool seats and all that, and GM tried to do that. I think they did. I think it was wool. I don't remember. I don't know the American vehicles inside and out, but the blue looks right. The blue looks... I remember seeing blue dashboards and stuff. I was in the junkyard looking at a LeSabre, which was immaculate, and had a blue exterior and a similar blue interior like that. Taillights and the wood paneling, it's just awesome. Love the wood paneling. You got the not Vista Cruiser. Roadmaster emblems on the side here. Chrome trim. I love the casting. The casting rocks. I actually really can't tell if the door's open besides this gap here behind the mirror. Everything else fits kind of flush. So it's not bad, and that's not why I hate the opening doors. You know, they don't look terrible. It's just that, what's the purpose of them? You know, I guess the kids, you know, when they went, oh, look, Daddy's home. But not for me. I hate the opening doors. Unless they're these kind of doors. These are good. Tomica should bring them back. I miss the Tomica Caravan doors. Even though I broke both of them on this Delica. I don't know why. I've never done one of those Delicas before, and doing one for the first time, I broke both doors off it. I don't know how it really happened. Everything just crumbled. It just crumbled and fell like the Roman Empire. Anyway, here, space these out. Getting good thumbnail. Look at that lineup. Very, very weird selection of vehicles. Thank you all for watching, and special thanks to Diecast Car Guru for helping me get these. See you all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.